feel like that's kind of a slightly more difficult thing to track down, so you have to go to an Asian market for it. But I do have the doubanjiang, which is fantastic. Now for the fermented, I think it was like a fermented black bean paste, I don't have that, but I looked up a substitute, and I think actually miso will work quite well, because miso is sort of like the Japanese equivalent to the fermented bean paste. It is a fermented soybean paste, you know? So I think it's gonna work. So and it's not very much either. I think it's only like a teaspoon or a tablespoon or something. So I'm planning on switching that out for miso to still get that kind of umami flavor, but just try to use up the ingredients that I have on hand rather than buy ingredients that I may not use. You know, we gotta be a little bit crafty here sometimes. Yeah, Taco Bell is on the schedule. Yeah, exactly. It's just fermented umami beans, and the flavor may not be 100% perfect, but I think it's gonna be the right idea. Umami beans would make a good band name. Every time we say that, I always want to pretend that I'm the lead singer of the band, you know? And do the, thank you so much, guys! We're umami beans! All right, last one! 1, 2, 3, 4! Like, you guys have been so great! Did I get a COVID test? I have some of the COVID tests that that the government was issuing, because they sent some when they were giving out free home COVID tests. I have some just in case here at home, but I have not needed to use one because I do not have COVID. Yeah, we are the umami beans and we are here to rock out. Okay, we really need to clean out this drawer. This thing is getting precariously packed. I'm just putting a couple things away, and then we're gonna take a look at this recipe, walk you guys through it, walk myself through it, because I read through it already, but I need to refamiliarize myself with everything before we start. Also, I'm slightly killing time because I overfroze my pork, and I need to be able to cut it into slices, which I can't do if it's frozen solid. I need it to defrost a little bit. I overfroze it. Am I going to walk you through the recipe? Ah! Yes, I am. I've had COVID tests before. I had a COVID test in December of 2020. December of 2020, I got a COVID test so that I could see family. And I also got a COVID test in Costa Rica last year so that I could come home. They required you to test negative before they would fly you back to the US, which is good. I'm not complaining. And I was like low-key nervous because I was like, what if I picked it up and I'm asymptomatic and I can't go home? But then at the same time I was like, oh no, what if I have to stay 2 more weeks in fucking paradise, you know? Like, oh no. What if I have to get a cheap hotel in this gorgeous country and stay for 2 whole weeks? I tested negative though. You take daily corticosteroids and that suppresses your immune system. Well, yeah, then you have to be very careful for sure. Okay. Can you turn it down a little bit? Just a little, please? Thanks. We've moved on from DuckTales, now we're watching X-Men.
These are all trans folks. That's what this episode actually is, baby.
Okay. Do, 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 do. Okay. Pulling up the recipe. Get a real test. There's no reason for me to get a test if I have no symptoms and I'm not going anywhere. I'm not gonna go just get tested for the hell of it. There's no need. Unless you're talking to someone else, but the home tests are yes, I agreed. They're not as accurate. I'm aware of that. Just discovered that the domain Umami Beans was available, so I bought it. Do you own a lot of domains? Is that your side hustle? Do you buy domains and sell them to people? Are you one of those folks? People being a little less safe than sorry when they hook up randomly helps keep me employed. Hoju, I feel like you're not gonna... I don't think there's any danger of us running out of that. Okay, so let's discuss this recipe, and if we come up with a question of the day also, that would be great, thanks. Okay. Okay, fantastic. Here we go. Hey, Brett, is this your recipe that you wrote? Is it adapted from somewhere? I'm curious about the origins of it. Is it something that you like copied from somewhere and then have perfected to your taste? This recipe is from Brett, guys. So I'm very excited. I love it when, I mean, sometimes people just send me a link to a recipe they like, and that's awesome. But I also love when people send me like their own handwritten, like a photo of a handwritten recipe or like a typed recipe with like changes. I love it. Favorite fast recipe, 10 minutes or less? Okay. I'm trying to think how I can fit that in. That's good, I like that. Favorite 10-minute meal? Yeah, I think that's a good one. That's a good question. I like it. So your favorite 10 minutes or less meal. Can it be a snack too? Does it have to be a meal? It can be a snack, I decided. I'll allow it. It can be anything, I don't care. When I want authenticity, I choose recipes where the English is like 50-50 at best. That's awesome. So it's adapted from a poorly translated one that you perfected and used, and then you just kind of like use it as a guide. That's wonderful. I love it. Hey, what's up, J-Jot? How's it going? Steak in a cast iron pan with no sides, though? Okay, anything you can eat but need to prepare, sure. Or like your go-to... I think my go-to 10-minute meal is fried rice. Like breakfast fried rice. Or just like leftovers fried rice. Just with some old rice, some meat, maybe a little bit of green onion, maybe like an egg, and just like fry that. I would say fried rice. It is keto friendly, yes, sure. Sure. I didn't say it wasn't, I'm just saying. That's just a steak with no sides. I guess that's fine. If that's how you like it, I won't argue. Okay, yeah, breakfast fried rice. Oh man, fried rice with bacon and eggs. Oh yeah, it's so good. So good. Okay, so 8 to 12 ounces of pork butt or beef, sliced hot pot thin across the grain. I tried to, I went yesterday in search of meat, and my grocery store kind of sucks, and their butcher, their meat department is really kind of trash, and I'm not a fan, and they pretty much don't have anything. Like, they have like steak and like ground beef and whatever, but they don't ever have like real cuts of stuff when I want it, right? Yeah, the BFR, a Zobo classic. It's one of my favorite things to make, and it's fast. They have to be more than 3 items or it's not a meal. Who says that? I didn't say that. That's some pretty strict rules. You have to have 3 items or it's not a meal, so fried rice is not a meal. You buy the shabu shabu cuts? Well, what I did was I froze my pork. I was able to find pork butt, thank goodness. I had to go to a different store this morning, but I made it happen. I went to a different store this morning. I did get pork butt and cut it in half and froze the other half because I need to be making some sausages soon for Zan. So I was like, this is perfect, because they pretty much only come in like a 2 to 5 pound thing. The butcher was originally telling me, oh, I can only do like 4 pounds or 5 pounds. And I was like, just give me the smallest one you can. And I told him, I was like, I'll freeze the rest for sausages at a later time. Well, yeah, it is, but you can prep it. I mean, you can cut it into pieces. You can make like pulled pork. You can make sausage. So I have to make sausage soon as a meal redemption. So it ends up working out. So I put the rest of it in the freezer. But anyway, favorite fast meal is a quesadilla with fried egg and sriracha. Ooh, I love that. I love that. I also like an egg in my quesadilla. Sometimes I'll put bacon if I am feeling it, but it's filling and it's fast and it's good. Makes you feel like a cowboy. I like it. Can of corned beef hash, crisped up in a pan with 2 fried eggs in the middle, wheat toast on the side with butter. I've never had canned corned beef hash. Is it good? Katie, pasta, milk, and cheese mix. I love Katie. I'm a big fan of Katie, but I jazz it up. I like to add peas to it, and if I have hot dogs, I like to add hot dogs too. Yeah, I do have a meat market that I can go to, but they weren't open this morning. I didn't have time. It's a long story. It doesn't matter. But yes, I do have a meat market that I like to go to, and I didn't have time to go to it this time, so I had to go to a supermarket. Cut my pork in 2 pieces. This is my next sausage. Adam, the question of the day is, what's your favorite 10-minute meal? Like a meal that takes 10 minutes or less to make. Okay, anyway, where were we? So we're gonna slice the pork very thinly across the grain, kind of like hot pot style. I'm hoping I'm gonna be able to cut this. I kind of froze it a little bit on the hard side, so I don't know. I might have to put here. Let me put this in some cold water. Let me put this bag in like a thing of cold water and let it at least defrost a little bit on the outside. That'll help, I think. Kind of froze it real good. A bowl of cereal? I'll allow it. That does take less than 10 minutes. What? Push it? This is what happens when you try to plan ahead. I know, I was like, I'm gonna be so clever, I'm gonna freeze it so that it'll be firm and easy to cut, and I froze it too much. Okay, bok choy or Napa cabbage, we're using bok choy. A little bit of salt, cornstarch, Shaoxing cooking wine, which I swear I have, but I also didn't check. I was just like, yeah, I have it. And then I didn't look, so let's hope I do. But I swore I bought some. This is by Joe. It's not the same thing. I bought that for the sausages. I'm so excited. My mom's coming to visit next month, and she's gonna bring me Chinese sausage. Hey, I swore I had Shaoxing wine. Am I crazy? Oh no. Okay, we'll make it work. We'll figure it out. This is sake. Dang, what the heck, man? Shaoxing wine. Cooking sherry? I do have cooking sherry, but I thought I had this. Maybe I was thinking of the baijiu, which is like a liquor. That is black vinegar. That's not it. Yeah, I'm good. Just dropped some garam masala. Sorry. Dang, dude, I don't know. I swore I had this ingredient and I guess I don't. Kind of awkward. Who is this Sherry? Sherry is a type of cooking wine. Inventory management? I know, I have very poor inventory management. Yeah, Chinese sausage. I made it from scratch a few months ago. Babe, can you help me? Can you just get this bottle for me? Yeah, can you just get something for me? Seriously? Okay, never mind. I got it. I got it. It's fine, thank you. There we go. We got cooking sherry. I literally already got it. I said I got it. I said I already got it. You do not need to come. Huh? No, I don't. I don't need your assistance anymore. Water, green onions, star anise, dried chili peppers, Sichuan peppercorns, coarsely ground in a mortar and pestle, doubanjiang, which is a broad bean paste and chili oil. It's kind of like a spicy, savory paste. Assistance unrequested, thank you. I really don't. Hey Rebel, how's it going? Doubanjiang, and then the dochi. We're gonna be using miso instead. Look, we gotta make some substitutions here. Cooking oil, garlic, grated ginger, and rice. Oh, let's make our rice now.
Everyone chill out. Dexter just wants to play ball. Dexter.
You already ate, go away. Shoo. Had to prep for some exams, it's all good, don't worry about it. Good to see you. Did your exams go well? Okay, I'm gonna make some rice. All I have is brown rice, but it's healthier anyway, so it's all good. I'm gonna make a little bit extra. Have a good lurk. Okay. It's next week. Okay, I hope it goes well. Okay, so we're gonna slice our pork thinly, mix together salt, cornstarch, cooking wine, and water, and add that to our pork. Make like a little quick marinade. We're gonna let that sit, let the meat sit in that. It's the slurry. We're gonna make like a cornstarch slurry. Hi, Bitter Dan. We're gonna make a cornstarch slurry that's that our pork slices are going to sit in. Then using our wok, we're going to be frying our chili peppers. Now, I don't have any chili peppers, nor could I get any. So I'm thinking I'm going to... use some red chili flakes. I have Thai chilies, but I think they're gonna be too hot. So I think I'm gonna do chili flakes and add less. Whoa, Bitter Dan, I don't even know what that is. The velveting process? Yeah, for sure. Bitter Dan, what is that? Bless you. No chili? Use some hot beans. Wow, Bitter Dan coming in with 50,000 channel points. Thank you. Ooh, okay. It does sound like a pasta. Do you want to tell us more? Oh, it's a pastry. Oh, you asshole. Oh. More pastry. Oh boy. Does it take a lot of time? Ah, they're so pretty. Sir, these take hours. Oh my God, Dan. Dan, oh Dan. Okay, hang on. You're really pushing it here, man. They are really pretty. Yeah, maybe after my contract ends. Okay, the only two recipes that so far that are showing times say 4.5 hours and 6.5 hours. This one also says 6 hours and 25 minutes. This one says 4 hours and 40 minutes. Okay. All right. I'll look at it. If there's any ways I can cut corners, I gotta cut some corners because that's a lot. Okay, Dan. You and your pastry tendencies. What's the caveat? You're going on vacation. When are you going on vacation? And where are you going? Ooh. How long did the croissants claim? The croissants took me 15 hours. Now, granted, it was like, you leave Saturday? Okay, what does that have to do with anything? I'm not gonna make them anytime soon. Wow, you're going to Yellowstone? Oh my gosh, lucky. Wow. Oh, that's so cool. I really want to go to Yellowstone. I'm not going to be making them by Saturday, so I don't, unless you're leaving for like a year, I think we'll be fine. I plan to redeem it in the summer when I'm available, sure. You going for like a month? Sir, it doesn't matter. We have many meal redemptions. I'm not going to get to it before you leave, so we'll just come back to it later. That's so incredible. Oh my gosh. Are you going to be like, camping? Are you going to be staying in a hotel? Like that, what an adventure. Wow. That sounds like fun.
Okay, I don't know what's going on with him. I fed Dexter.
Yeah, I saw that 30 was at Yellowstone today. I didn't have time to watch though because I was busy doing other stuff, but I saw his stream title that he was in Yellowstone doing hotels. That's gonna be so cool. I'm jealous. Are you gonna like, please, I hope you bring your drone and your camera. I cannot wait to see all the pictures. Oh my God, I can't wait. That's awesome. Well, like, honestly, don't sweat it because like, I have a lot more meal redemptions and, it'll give me some time to catch up and it's really like, it's no sweat. Rebel! Hey, Rebel, thank you so much for gifting 5 subs to Tammy Joe, Kent's mom, PGG, Soggy, and Barry. Thanks, dude. You didn't have to do that. I appreciate that. Hot dang. Right away. We did. Thanks, dude. Appreciate that. If you want me to draw you something, let me know. And we're gonna have some hot sauce. Sure. Let's get started with some Secret Aardvark Habanero hot sauce to warm up our palate. Hang on, let me get the rice on. Thanks, Rebel. Hey, some guy. I love Secret Aardvark. Like, my bottle is a little under halfway now. This was a gift from J Fry. He was just like, hey, I'm gonna give you some of my favorite hot sauces. And I was like, yes, please do. And this one, I'm like, yeah, I'm into it. I got you, homie. Thanks. Ooh. Ooh. Wow. Okay. Ooh, she's struggling. I'm good. Those are quite the sounds. I'm sorry. The spicy sauce like automatically makes me salivate. I'm sorry. Okay. Bitter Dan with his freaking pastries. These freaking pastries. Okay, I'm gonna figure this out. I'm not spending 8 hours making pastries though, okay? Dan, get it together. There will be no 8-hour pastries. But I'll figure it out. Okay. Whew. Okay, where were we? We were still talking about the recipe. It won't take 8 hours? You really underestimate my ability to slow everything down. The Queen was delicious though, actually. It was really freaking good. The Queen was absolutely delicious. Plus we can play GeoGuessr in between. Oh, you monster. Okay. Well, hey, guys, like straight up, if I lose my job in the next like week or two, you guys are probably gonna see a lot more of me because I'm probably gonna need something to do. So we'll see. Okay. Anyway, frying our chili peppers, peppercorns, star anise, which I think I have, but I might not. And if I don't, I have ground anise, which I know is not the exact same flavor, but I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna buy spices that I don't need. I'm gonna see if I have some, because I might. Sometimes I have some, but I might have used them up. And if I don't, we're gonna make it work. So I'm totally like destroying Brett's recipe here, but sometimes we gotta make it work. You know what I mean? Sometimes we gotta just do our best. I have anise seed. That'll probably work. No, it's not really the same flavor, huh? You know what? It's fine. We'll make it work. I don't see any. Balls. Okay, it's all right. Lose your job? Oh no, why? Because I'm on contract. I'm on contract. Not like I'm gonna get fired. Like my contract has already extended for over a month beyond what it was supposed to. I'm sure they're gonna cut me any day, but I keep saying that and they keep not doing it. So, oh, my tongue is still burning, but I'm good. I'm good. Might as well just make a Big Mac at this point. Hey, stop that. No. Look, we gotta improvise sometimes because I can't always obtain all the ingredients needed. So we have to try to make it work as best we can. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be disrespectful to your recipe. I don't doubt that your recipe is awesome, but I gotta work with what I got and what I can, you know, what I can get and what I have time to obtain, and what I have space for as far as ingredients. Well, it literally uses 2 star anise pods. So I know that infuses flavor, but it's like, it's not like I'm just, there is a conversion. Homemade Big Mac stream. I have done it before, actually. I've done a Big Mac stream before, and it was good. I made the mac sauce too, I think. Okay, sorry, where was I? So, frying the chili, peppercorns, and anise over a low fire until they're aromatic, and then adding a little bit of ginger, garlic, the whites of the green onions, and just cooking that, again, our aromatics for a few seconds to release that flavor. Adding in our doubanjiang and our douchu. I don't know what that is. But I looked up a substitute, and it said that you could use miso paste, and I was like, that's so convenient. I have a whole tub of miso paste that needs to be used up. That's perfect. And then doubanjiang is pretty important. That is not really something that you can switch out, but luckily it's something that I happen to have plenty of. Just gotta find it. Yeah, this stuff is a like spicy broad bean sauce. Kind of hard to explain. It's savory and spicy and yeah, Sichuan style broad bean sauce, doubanjiang. Half a teaspoon per pod, so we'll just do a teaspoon of the anise. Anise. I call it anise though. Sounds Korean. It does sound Korean, but I believe it's Sichuan. Because do means bean. Hang on, let me look it up. It's definitely Chinese. Do means bean. Ban. Maybe douban is like maybe the broad bean. And I think jiang means sauce, but I could be wrong. I don't know. How do you pronounce it? Is it like, do you speak Chinese, Brett? Basically, if you ever get something in black bean sauce from a Chinese American restaurant, those are, oh, that's black bean? Okay, yeah, I know black bean sauce well. I don't think I have any though. I'm pretty sure I don't. Let me check. Let me just check, because there's a chance that I might have acquired some black bean sauce and it's like hiding in the back of my fridge. I don't know. Let me check. No, I don't see any. Okay, I don't think so. But I know exactly what you mean. I know of it. So miso is not really going to be exactly the same, but it has a lot of the same really flavorful saltiness and that kind of like fermentedness. So I think it's going to be okay. I think it'll be fine. When was this an emote? That's been there for a while. Wait, you knew that. Didn't you make the, you made the meme. You made the meme, like, already. I know, my fridge is so packed. I know, it's, like, embarrassing. Peanut butter toast, yum. Okay, so, we're adding our doubanjiang and our douchu. Cook until you can see the red oil come out of the doubanjiang. So this is like a paste with this kind of chili oil. So we're gonna cook it until the oil starts to separate, right? Then we're going to add some water in there and simmer the broth for around 15 to 20 minutes while covered. So it kind of boils almost like a hot pot, right? While it's simmering, we're gonna chop up some cabbage. No, sorry, not cabbage. We're gonna do the bok choy into 2-inch segments. At the 10-minute mark, we're going to add in the bok choy. Once the simmering is complete, turn up the heat, add the coated pork slices into the broth, and cook until the broth begins to boil again. Boil for around 20 to 30 seconds, just until pork is cooked, then transfer to a large serving bowl. Taste for salt, adjust for salt accordingly. And then I think I'm gonna skip the last step of the extra chili peppers and extra Sichuan peppercorns for like extra chili and mala. I'm gonna skip that part because I don't really want that. So it's like an extra spicy hot oil being poured over the top. I think I'm good. Okay, I'll put on my apron. I look like a figure skater in this outfit. Oh, that's so funny. Yeah, I'm like, didn't you just make a meme of it like this week? Well, we're already gonna have the same flavors in it already, so I just don't feel like I need extra spicy oil. I think that'll be a little too much for me. So let's, God, I have a lot of dishes to do. What else is new though? If you are a mala lad like me, I am not a mala lad. Guys, anyone here not know what mala is? It's okay if you don't. I expect a lot of people won't know what mala is. I'm always gonna think that I look like a figure skater. You know what's funny is I used to be a figure skater, like actually. And yesterday on stream, I was showing off my boots. So, my boots. Future charity goal, you cook an Olympic meal while wearing your figure skates. I don't know about that. Guys, I was a little sad to discover that they might be a tiny bit too small for me. I had thought that my feet had pretty much not changed since I was that age, but it seems like I might have actually sized up by like half a size. And so there's a chance that they don't fit me anymore, which is okay. I mean, it's totally cool. It's like they're really old, and it's not a big deal, but it made me a little sad because I was kind of hoping that I could wear them. Mala is numbing spice. So if you guys have ever had Sichuan food before, Sichuan is it's a province, right? Sichuan province. Is that what they call them? Provinces? In China, and it's kind of in like the north, what is it, like northern China? I don't know. It's spicy food, so if you guys have ever had like Sichuan food, a lot of chilies, right? And one of the main flavors there that you don't, it's not really legit Sichuan food unless it has this, in my opinion, but that Sichuan peppercorn is super, super common. It's a different kind of peppercorn. I don't know if it's a different plant or altogether, or if it's just a different variety. I don't know the specifics, but Sichuan peppercorn is very unique. It gives you kind of a numbing sensation on your tongue. So it's a little bit spicy, but it literally, the pepper makes your tongue go numb. It's pretty wild. Do I still have the touch? I don't know. I haven't skated in a long time. Yeah, skates are really expensive. I also haven't figure skated in about a decade though, so it's like, it's not that big of a deal. And my skates are super beat up too. It's not like they were brand new. They're super beat up. Hey, what's up, Janet Starr? Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Dang It Gang. It's like a berry of some bush. Aren't peppercorns also berries, though? I'm assuming it's just a different plant altogether, and like it's just a different variety of something. I don't really know. But basically, it gives a very odd sensation of kind of like numbing. For me, it has like almost a sour taste as well. It's a little, in my opinion, they taste sour. So it's like sour, spicy, and numbing. It's very odd. It's a super, super odd sensation. And if you've never tried it, definitely try it because it's interesting. But it's not my favorite. It's just a little, the numbing is a little too weird for me. They are the berry of the prickly ash tree, as opposed to what is black pepper? Is black pepper also a berry of like some other tree? Okay, I got some pistachios here. We're gonna snack on our pistachios from yesterday. Okay. So let's try to get everything prepped and ready to go. So we're gonna grate our ginger, mince our garlic, cut up our green onions. Then once we set all the veggies aside, then I'll use the board for pork because I'd like to try to use the same board if possible. So we'll try to go in order here. What did I come in here for? Green onions, ginger. I don't know, I just work here. Black pepper is the bud from a flowering vine. Okay. What's that?
Turkey chowder.
Turkey chowder? Did you guys hear that? That monster, he's eating turkey chowder. Wow. I've never heard of turkey chowder before. That sounds delicious. Yeah.
Almost when they have it, I usually get some.
Yeah, that sounds great, actually. Oh no!
Oh, my belly's going crazy. This is really insane.
Mm-hmm.
You hear it?
Yeah, I did.
It's crazy. It's like fighting me over here. I kind of want to eat this fake brie sometimes.
Fake brie?
Get people hot.
Let's do it with people when we have like a friend or two over because it's a lot of
It
cheese.
sounds like a good thing for two people, or four people.
I think,
Like if we have two friends over.
yeah, because I think it's a lot of cheese.
Oh, my belly.
Personally, I think that I could eat half a wheel of brie and be fine.
And be fine.
Yeah, like not be sick. But I shouldn't. This is peeled ginger.
Everything's got chill.
Are you talking to me? Oh, I thought you were shushing me. Oh my god.
Cat.
I was so like, what the hell?
Cat's like,
Okay, we need a tablespoon of grated ginger. I like to freeze it because it grates really nicely. Shut your mouth. I know, can you believe it? So rude.
No.
I'm just kidding. Calm down. Okay, a lot of my stuff is dirty in the sink. So let's see what we can find. Here is a tablespoon. The thing is, it's very icy, so it kind of like melts. So we can pack more in. Okay, let's do some more. Yeah, except for ginger, it actually is better to freeze it because it grates really nicely and easily. It can be difficult to hold on to when it's that cold, but it's easier than grating like not frozen. I promise. And it lasts longer too. The main thing is that it lasts longer, so you can always have ginger on demand. That's the thing that's extra cool about it. That's like actually the main reason. Grate the pork. Ew, can you imagine? Grated pork. Ugh, that sounds so disgusting. Huh? You would eat grated pork? Okay. He says he would eat it. I think it sounds gross. Bye, Hoju. Enjoy. Good luck. Good luck to you personally. I hope you do well personally. Ah, Brett went in to grab some cheese. I'm a cheese influencer. Yeah, we got this baked brie on sale. Like a frozen baked brie. I have no idea. It's probably going to be disappointing, you know? It's better to do it yourself, right? But we got a baked brie wrapped in pastry kind of thing, and we were like, that sounds interesting. So, yeah, we'll have to try it. Nods in approval. Ooh, a little too strong there. Can you fuck up baked brie? No, you can't. But what I'm saying is that it's frozen, so the freezing of it might alter the texture. You know how frozen food just isn't as good most of the time? It was literally just something that we saw on sale and was like, oh, that sounds kind of fun. Let's try it. But yeah, agreed. You can't really screw it up that badly. I mean, you could burn it, I guess. I actually prefer my brie not baked over baked. Like, given the choice, I would always take a non-baked brie over baked, but whatever. Try some unfrozen ice and get back to me. You know what I mean, though. Yeah, I like a room temp brie. I don't like it all gooey and ugh. It's okay. I'm still gonna enjoy it. Like, I'm not gonna turn down brie in any form, but I prefer it room temp or even a little bit cold. Okay, for my garlic cloves, am I slicing them thinly, just into like large, like little thin flat pieces, or am I like mincing them? It sliced thinly seems to mean to me to be like thin, like, yeah, okay. Gotcha. I'm glad I checked the recipe because I was about to just go for it. So we got to cut our garlic really thin. We got to cut our meat really thin. Just be careful here. Get out the razor blades. I don't have any razor blades. Is that something that you actually use in the kitchen? I'm afraid I don't have any. I have not. Hey Aya, how's it going? Yeah? Kind of difficult to cut this. Garlic wants to move here. Let's put it on a flat side. Just try to be gentle with it. So we're cutting it, I crushed this one a little too hard, so it like kind of fell apart. But basically we're not like mincing it, we're cutting it into kind of these like big flat pieces. Yeah, exactly. A lot of Chinese food is heavy on technique and very, very simple, like humble ingredients. I would agree with that. Brett, are you Chinese? Oh yeah, I've never had this before. Never had this dish before. I feel like I should cook more Chinese food. I don't cook enough Chinese food. For being Chinese American, I don't think I make enough. Just an appropriator. No. I'm Pennsylvania Dutch, aka Old World German. That's so funny. When you redeemed this dish, I was like, I wonder if this is like a family favorite or something. That's awesome though. Especially when you said that you like had a recipe to provide, I was like, okay, this guy's legit. Not that you aren't. You are legit. I like that. You're like, I'm just an appropriator. No. Give me 1 second. I have to text my mom. She needs me to send her something. I will be right back. Well, I'm still here, but I'll be right back. foodie. I love it. Thanks for noticing. Okay, we got our ginger, we got our garlic. Let's prep our green onions. So we want 3 green onions. We want the white parts of it for cooking, and then we're going to use the green parts of it for the garnish. I like that that's a nice healthy serving of green onions. I hate when you have green onions in a recipe and it says use 1 and you're like, what? I had to buy a whole bundle for this. Now what am I gonna do with these? This has a nice good serving of 3. Okay, so let's scooch our garlic over. And white part cut into small segments, green sliced thin for garnish. Okay, so let's do, these green onions are looking good. They're like firm. They're like hollow. Look at those green onion tubes. No limp green onions here. Some green onion ASMR. Okay, let's go ahead and give these a little bit of a thin slice at a bias for our green parts. Yeah, I'm all about food ASMR, guys. That's like, I should just rebrand my channel to only be food ASMR and like onion ASMR. It's only onions. Can you imagine? Just like peeling onions and like chopping onions. I bet that would be really awesome though. Onions do make a lot of nice sounds. Maybe like frying onions. Okay, so like peeling, slicing, frying. Yeah, these are some really sturdy onions. We have a lot of garnish here, probably more than we need. Look at all those greens. Okay, and then set that aside. And then this part, we're gonna cut it into small segments. About the same size? Like, are we kind of cutting them thin or are we cutting them a little bit more chunky? How are we feeling on these? Do we need them a little bit more chunky? Also, I want to run something by you, Brett. What if, I don't know if this is going to work, but because I know that frying it in the oil is important, but I was going to say, what if we made a spice packet, like a little satchel instead that could be pulled out and put it in at the boiling point when we add the water? Do you think that would take away greatly from the flavor? Kind of chunky? Okay. I'm trying to figure out if I can work in the peppercorns in a way that I can pull them out so that my husband doesn't have to bite down on one. It would be the peppercorns probably. I'm wondering if that would work at all. Because I know that you kind of want to like release the aromatics, but I'm wondering if it would work as almost like a soup spice bag. He doesn't like them, and I'm trying to help. I know, but I like them more than you do. I can tolerate them, I should say. Well, but I know, but part of the flavor is putting them in the oil. So that's what we're trying to figure out, is if it's... He just doesn't like biting on them. You just have to eat a little bit more carefully, I guess. I don't know. I don't know if there's any way around it. I've already modified the shit out of this recipe. Brett's gonna kill me. I've already turned it into a Big Mac. Or grind the fuck out of them. We could do a smaller amount and grind it up. Hey, cut it out. I like that better, actually. Let's do a small amount and grind it, because that way we can control the amount. We can still get the toastiness. It won't be a big bite down, and we can put a lot less. We'll do that. I'm honestly gonna do it with the anise as well. Okay. Ginger, garlic, green onion. Blech. Blech. Ugh. Cat hair in my mouth. Blech. Okay. Oh, bok choy. That's what I was going for. Bok choy. Okay, our rice is bubbling. I don't know how much bok choy to use, but I do like a good amount. So, does it say? I had a hairball, yeah. I'm just gonna use both of these. I don't know how much to do. I like veggies, and these tend to cook down, so I think 2 will be just fine. Like, it looks like a lot, but they cook down. So I think it's okay. So I am gonna separate out the ribs and wash them. I also love bok choy. Now this bok choy is real sandy, so we're gonna make sure to rinse everything off really good. With baby bok choy, I like to keep them together because I love biting into the whole thing. But with the big bok choy, I break it up, which is good because they're kind of sandy. Yeah, I used to not like bok choy when I was younger. I don't know, like, I was tripping, dude. I used to think it was a gross vegetable. I want my baby bok choy. Yeah, I used to really not like bok choy, and I don't know why. It's such a good vegetable. And it's not like I didn't like vegetables. Like, I liked vegetables, I just didn't like bok choy. I don't know why. You think bok choy is the most underrated vegetable? I think it's been gaining in popularity. Like I said, I don't know. I used to hate it. Daikon radish? Oh, I love daikon. Lotus root? I like lotus root too. A little bit harder to find, but I like lotus root. Has some good crunch. Taste buds change over time, it's true. I think I always thought that bok choy was really plain. I always found it to be like very plain and I don't know, just like not that interesting. Yeah, have you guys ever had lotus root before? I love the texture of lotus. It's so crunchy and crisp. And it's kind of weird, it has all those holes in it. So it like looks really weird when you cut it when you cut across it. Yeah, it's more subtle than white people cabbage, this is true. Okay, so we are slicing up the cabbage, right? Into like a more manageable size. Let me check. Lotus root chips. Ooh, I've never had that before. 2-inch segments. Okay, 2-inch segments. Great. Ah! like potato, it soaks up a lot of the salt and makes it more bland. I mean, maybe if you like cooked it separately and then added it towards the end so it didn't soak up all the flavor. I feel kind of weird, like cutting it up. I don't know if that's the correct way, but I'm cutting it into pieces so that it can at least fit in the pan, you know? Yeah, well, it's okay. I don't think I've cooked with lotus personally. I've eaten plenty of it, but I don't think I've ever cooked with it. There was this dish that I used to really like. You know those like kind of Chinese delis where they have, it's like, kind of like, you know, Panda Express, how they have the food already made and then you just point out what you want and then they give you like a lunch plate for a good price. Kind of like that, but not Panda Express, like actually like legit. No hate against Panda Express. I actually love Panda Express. But anyway, it's like a Chinese deli, kind of like a lunch place. And they had this really good dish that was lotus root. Oh no, or was it lotus root and turnip? It might have been turnip. Oh crap. No, sorry, I'm wrong. They had a different dish with lotus. The one I'm thinking of is turnips and oxtail. It was turnips and oxtail is what I'm thinking. They did have a lotus dish as well, I think. But, oh yeah. Dude, I gotta go back and try that and then figure out how to make it. What's up, Burntwood? The mushroom chicken? I love Panda Express. I have no hatred for Panda Express, actually. I really do like it. Okay, so I will not be adding a tablespoon of Sichuan peppercorn. I simply cannot do it. It's too much for me, and I'm sorry, but I just don't like the numbing feeling. So I'm gonna put a lot less, and I do apologize. I like to try to make things as written, but I also don't want to waste food and make something that I don't like. So I'm gonna put a pretty small amount. I'm sorry. Like probably less than a teaspoon. I'm sorry. Thank you. Thank you for understanding. I don't know. Panda Express like always hits the spot for me. Like it's pretty much like, I always like it. Your clothes came. We ordered some clothes. Nice. Woo. Oh. The pepper aroma is tickling my nose. Just in time for your trip. You're not used to doing low buns. Woo. What are you doing? Should I or should I not open this bottle of white wine? That is up to you. Can you drink a whole bottle by yourself? Or do you have a way to put a stopper on it if not? Do it, coward. You have a vac seal? Then yes. Then yes, yes, yes. Because then you can just have like a glass and you don't have to feel pressure to drink the whole thing. Yeah, yes, you should. What are you eating? Oh. Recently you started slowly wearing your hijab out? Got it. So you're wearing like a low bun so that it's not like sticking out from the back of it. That makes sense. Not a coward. No, see, if you have like a vacuum seal thingy, then there's no pressure to finish it, which is perfect. Hey, Aya wants the knit owl. Sure, I gotta go dig for it. It's in here somewhere. Probably. Oh, here it is. I belong to one of those wine subscription clubs. Oh, nice. That's cool. I don't drink enough to like do something like that. I think if my husband and I both drank, or if I had more friends to come help me, it might be worth it, but I really, really do not drink enough, so. Yeah, you kind of would end up with too many of them. I would, because I'd be like, I can't drink these in time. You have a local wine store. That's awesome. Good for you for supporting your small business. Do they give you any sort of deal? Like, do they have any sort of like in-house subscription? Because that would be cool if they had some sort of like loyalty program or something like that, or some sort of like curated thing. But that's neat. I support that. Okay. We're also, I guess I could have ground up the anise at the same time. So let's go ahead and add this as well. You said it's half a teaspoon per pod. You have email notifications set up? I'm nervous. That seems like too much. Is that really? Okay. Okay. I should have been grinding it with the peppercorns this whole time. It's okay. This is my first time making this dish. I've never eaten it. I've never made it. But we like to try new things. Woo, very aromatic. If you guys ever go to a real Chinese restaurant, specifically Sichuan, it'll typically be on the menu as Sichuan beef or Sichuan boiled beef or something like that. I don't eat a lot of Sichuan style Chinese food. Most of the time when I go out for Chinese, it ends up being like more Cantonese style, which is, you know, a lot less spicy. Why did it type that twice? Because my auto mod withheld it because you said put it in me, and my auto mod held it, and I just released the message. Cantonese is for the weak? Wow! I'm Cantonese. You take that back. Look, my auto mod really tries, okay? You know, I appreciate it. I love Cantonese food. Wow. Auto mod making things awkward for me. I know. I know, auto mod is weird. Auto mod makes it weird sometimes. I feel like I typed something dirty. I know, but that's why I allowed it, because I was like, obviously it's fine. Automod tries hard, okay? But I still keep it on anyway because, you know, it's good to have just a little bit of assistance, right? As far as preventing messages from making it through. And then me or the mods can make a judgment call as to allowing it. I have it on a fairly low setting. And it still catches stuff. So I can imagine that higher settings, you can't say anything. Okay, so we got our ground spices here. I think we're just about ready to go aside from slicing our beef. So let's go ahead and do that. You have automod just for like racist stuff, and you use Seribot to catch the rest. I haven't used Seribot. I wasn't aware that it could be used for like automod type features. I know that Seribot has features as far as like shutting down hate raids and stuff like that. That's how I heard about it. Hey Zan, if Zan's here, I watched the video that you posted today about the streamer bot. Was that what it was called? Streamer, was it called streamer bot? Anyway, I watched the video and man, that thing is powerful. Ooh, like I want to use it. I want to use it. It looks like it's gonna be a lot of work to get it set up, but oh, that thing can do a lot of stuff. And a lot of like customization, like a lot of interaction. It's just like the level. Nope, not here. Thank you. And you can share settings. So that means like, I bet if I just Googled certain things, I might be able to find like nice people who have put their settings up. Or I could, you know, I don't know. It's just like the amount of customization was really mind blowing. And I was like, wow, this is kind of like next level, you know? You can set it up for me, you know how? Well, the reason we were, so only one person has to figure it out. That's a good point. I think for me, the reason we were talking about it is we were talking about making a solution to our issue of sub-art requests and how to handle that. You used to have your own bot. That's cool. That's pretty baller. Okay, so here's our pork shoulder / pork butt, which I didn't know that pork shoulder and pork butt are the same thing. Did you guys know that? Yeah. Yeah, I think so. Let me fact check it. I feel like I read that and I was like, wait, what? Did you self-code it? Okay, technically they're slightly different, but they are both shoulder. They are both shoulder meat. So, okay, technically, but some people use the words interchangeably. You integrate it to Discord and sync it so it writes things from Twitch chat into a designated Discord channel. That would be cool, and then refer to the list later. No, Shayna, that's not it. It's not inappropriate stuff. It's that I would like to make it so that when someone subs, they automatically get to put in a request for art that I can access later and draw in bulk. Okay, So we want to try to cut it thin, which is why it's partially frozen. So thin slices, as thin as possible. It would be cool if I, could have had a butcher help me with this, but I got to be my own butcher today. Oh, crap. So I'm going to try to cut it thin. That's why it's partially frozen, to help with that. Except I'm not really doing a very good job. So we want to make things streamlined and, cut down on distractions and maybe like make a whole new segment, like maybe make a whole segment dedicated to art or something like that. I don't know. A Google Sheet? Yeah, the idea would be that you want to collect data from someone who subs and someone who recently subbed. So you want to make it so that not anyone can just put in a request, but only someone who has just subbed can do it. And then we want that data to be sent somewhere where I can access it later. But that's the idea. Like a Discord page, a Google Doc, something like that. And then, let's say 3 days later, when I do my art stream, I pull it up and I go, okay, here we go. Shayna subbed and requested a, whatever. And then I just have a list, and then I draw that, and then I go, okay. And then after that, Aya subbed and requested this, and then I draw that. You know what I mean? Now I'm worried that I overthought it. Above my pay grade, sorry. Yeah, me too. I don't know any of this stuff. So it's cutting pretty easily. You wouldn't be able to cut a thin slice like this if you didn't have your meat partially frozen, right? Hey, Wriggleton, I know, I believe it. That's why I don't know how to code anything. I work in software development, but I'm the a-hole that tells programmers what to do and doesn't actually do it. Do you know how, though? Like, do you know how to code, but it's just not in your job description, or no? You're a product owner. Yeah, coding is not your job. I understand. That's cool, though. Yeah, I mean, if anyone's knowledgeable about this kind of stuff and wants to help out, like, let me know. As a worst case scenario, like, I can always hire someone. Night, Biker Bones. Sleep well. I hope it goes well. Good luck. Hey Dawn, how's it going? Lurky lurky. Oops. I know pseudocode well enough to stumble through most anything. I don't know any code, but I'm really good at following instructions. So if I have a detailed guide, I'm very good at following instructions. but I do not know how to code myself at all. You can't hear the music? Is my music too quiet? I try to keep it on like kind of low so it's just sort of in the background, but if it's too low, I do intentionally keep it like kind of low. I don't want to be shouting over it. I just don't want there to be dead air. Yeah, it's good. Okay. I like the lo-fi. Like for me, I feel like that's my vibe, right? I listen to a lot of lo-fi when I'm working, and for me it just kind of suits the general feel of the stream, which is kind of laid back. Like I don't want music that's like too hype, right? Because it wouldn't really match my energy. My energy is kind of like I'm sitting here and I'm just slicing some pork, man. You remember the first time you heard it and you were like, yes. Did you listen to that live YouTube channel of the girl doing her homework? I think that was the first time I heard it because I like found that and I was like, whoa, this is chill. Yeah. Dark synth kick. Carpenter, Brute, and Gunship. I don't know what dark synth is, but it sounds, is it kind of hard? Is it kind of like, does it go kind of hard? Dark synth. I don't know. If you have anything you like, you're welcome to share it. We have a music channel in Discord that you're welcome to use. You guys can always post your music there. I do listen to almost everything. I mean, when people put videos and music and stuff, like sometimes it takes me a few days, but I usually like try to get around to it. So feel free to share. Kind of like the metal version of synthwave. Okay. Riggleton, thank you so much for gifting a sub to Burnt Wood, my friend. Appreciate that. If you'd like a sub drawing, let me know. You might have to wait a couple minutes while I get this stuff marinated, but thank you. I don't know how to cut this last slice. This one's going to be a little bit on the thicker side, I think. I can't do much about it without risking taking off my fingertips, so that's okay. They can choose burnt wood. You can choose if you want, if you have any requests. Okay, that's good enough. Okay, now you, burnt wood. Riggleton can do it. No, Riggleton chose you. I let the person gifting choose, and Riggleton said you choose. I'll be right back. You always see crows outside your house? Okay. Do you guys want to see the piece that I've been working on today? So we have new merch coming soon. This is the piece that I've been working on. Oh, wait, hang on. You can't see because of the glare. This is the piece that I've been working on. Hey, come on. Hey. Oh, man. It's not working. And it's not done yet at all. but I'm excited to turn it into some cool stuff. I think I'm gonna do one that's just this finished design, and then I think I'm gonna also, I'm planning on making a biker patch, like a biker gang patch style. A posh crow enjoying a nice bottle of wine. Okay, sure.
Nice. That's a good one.
I like that. A posh crow enjoying a nice bottle of wine. I like it. Yeah, I was working on it today, and I was kind of saying, like, it was super nice to be able to freaking take a day off work and actually like rest, because I had to kind of wait. There was a lot of downtime today, and so I was like, I'm gonna draw. So this was the piece that I was working on, and I started it today, and I was working on it pretty much all day, off and on. You think I did a good job on the pork cuts? Okay. I don't know. I don't know if there's anything else I could do to piss you off more. Let's go ahead and get this marinated first so we can just let it sit. Let's get our cornstarch, salt, and wine. I swore I had Shaoxing wine. That is something I will definitely need to pick up, because a lot of Chinese cooking uses it. So that's something we want to make sure we have. I don't get angry. I get even. I don't know what that means. I'm scared now. Okay, so we're gonna put in some cornstarch, 1 to 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. I don't know how much is needed. Let's just do like a heaping tablespoon. I don't know. I've done it with like chicken. I have not done it with pork before. So I don't know, I don't really know what I'm doing. Garlic shrimp with cherry tomatoes over angel hair pasta. Yum. Yum, yum, yum. With like some butter or some olive oil or something like that. Okay. Some kosher salt. I'm gonna be using sherry because I can't find Shaoxing wine, and maybe I don't have it. I don't know. Maybe I'm out. I thought I had some, but I guess I don't. Anyway, a tablespoon of our cooking wine. And then maybe about 1.5 tablespoons or so of water as needed. We're basically trying to make a little slurry here. What's up, Shack Attack? Dino Nuggies. Sure. Sure. You can bake those within 10 minutes. Hello, good to see you. Okay, so we're just gonna take some chopsticks here and just kind of try to get everything coated, right? So the cornstarch kind of dissolves in the liquid, and we end up getting this sort of this slurry at the bottom, right? So we're just gonna try to separate all the pieces and get everything evenly coated. Except they're all stuck together, so that's great. Ooh. All this shrimp talk. That sounds really good. Okay. Kind of hard for me to mix these because they're all like clumped up, but I think I did a reasonable job. So we've tried to like kind of separate out all the slices and mix them so that they're sort of marinating in this cornstarch slurry. I think that looks good. Okay. Okay. So we're gonna let that sit for at least 10 minutes. Real quick. This is the drawing that I've been working on. Oh crap, why did it do that? Why you do that? Why? Okay, maybe not. Maybe I can't show you. Dude, I'm so sick of this thing. I need to figure this out. Why you no work? Why? I'm freaking over it. I can't do it. Why is it not behaving? It knows about all the shortcuts that I've taken tonight. Oh my God, you're probably right. Stupid. This is what I've been working on, and I'm real pleased with it, and I'm not done yet. There's a lot more work that needs to be done, but this is what I was doing today, and we're gonna turn it into some sick merch, and then I'm gonna be making a second version that's gonna be a biker patch style. I'm super stoked. So yeah, this is a work in progress. As you can see, there's lots of work to be done, but yeah, pretty cool, huh? I was pretty stoked with it. I don't know, it's the lonely screen just kind of like gets wonky sometimes. Sometimes it just decides not to like do anything. It's a cat skull. So my plan is to I'm gonna try like embellishing it a little bit more. I might put a silhouette behind it with cat ears. Like I have sort of an idea. Yeah, I have some ideas of what I want to do. I'm gonna try it, and if it doesn't work, I'll leave it as is. But I kind of wanted to have sort of like a background with ears so that you could tell that it was a cat. So it'll be like kind of this silhouette of a cat, but with the skull visible. But yeah, I've been experimenting with paintbrushes, right? And so I've been playing with this like dotted paintbrush, and I've really been enjoying like the effect that it gives. It was really fun to play with like paintbrushes today because I haven't done that. Can I be the guy in the gang who just drinks in the corner and stays out of trouble? Yes. Yes, you can. Thank you. So it's like I have a lot more work to do, and I'm sure it's going to be tweaked a lot more, but I had a lot of fun working on this. Anyway, I just wanted to show you guys that because it was already open. Some fine stippling. So I didn't stipple it. It's a brush that you, like, you know, they have different paintbrushes that have different effects. So I tried a whole bunch of different ones, and like there was one that I was looking at that looked more like paint splatters with like different kinds or like different sizes of dots. And that I tried that one, and I basically like did a whole bunch of it and like didn't like the way it looked, and I ended up just erasing the whole layer and starting over. So I'm doing it with these ones, which are like a little bit more of a consistent dot. They are a consistent dot size. So I feel like they just, I don't know. I feel like they're just a little bit more, what's the word? I don't know, just more consistent, more even. I took a shortcut. Yeah, duh. You think I freaking placed all those dots myself? No way. Get out of here. Oops. I still have that one open. Wait, what was I doing? I think I was doing hard dye pen. Ooh, that's big. I see a little silhouette of a cat. This is not the brush I was using. This one is different. It's okay, I'll figure it out. I don't know how to draw a crow. Forgive me. This is also not the brush that I was using. It seems to be like pressure and speed sensitive. As you can see, like, if you like push harder, it does like a different width. So I don't think this is the right one. I was using one that was like more consistent. But thank you, Wriggleton, for the gift sub. Which program is this? I'm just using Ibis Paint. It's a free app, free with ads. It has brushes, like it has a pretty good amount of brushes, and like today it prompted me. It was like, hey, do you want to watch an ad and unlock like all our paintbrushes? And I was like, yeah, sure. So I watched like a 30-second ad, and then it said, okay, great, you've unlocked all paintbrushes for 18 hours, and in 18 hours you can do it again. And I was like, oh, cool, sweet. So it seems to do a lot. I'm still learning how to use it, right? But yeah, I'm still learning. There's so much to learn, guys, about layers and different tricks that you can do. I feel like I'm always Googling stuff, you know, what can I do? How do I do this? How do I do this? And I'm able to generally find what I'm looking for, which is good. So I've been able to kind of do it. There's a lot of tutorials and stuff like that, but it's nice to have a free program. Like, I love it. It's totally free. I haven't spent anything on the software, and it works pretty well to me. I don't know. It seems to work nice. I paid for a couple on the iPad. You don't recall the names? Why would you pay for a couple though? Just curious. Like, because wouldn't you only need one that you like, you know? Layers, donkey. Yeah, exactly. I'm trying to learn how to use the layers. And I do use layers a lot. You have to. Like, it's the only way to make your image look neat. Oh, gotcha. That makes sense. Okay. So I'm gonna be using chili flakes in place of our chili peppers. I'm obviously gonna add a lot less because I think the chili peppers are more than just the seeds, and this is just the seeds, so I feel like this is gonna be spicier. So we'll kind of go easy on that. Okay, let's try it. I don't know, let's just try it and see what happens. So we're turning off the heat. And we want to, oh no, we want to do this over a low fire. Okay, actually let's do this up front because this is a smaller flame. So over a low flame up here, we're going to fry some chili, peppercorn, anise, and then we're gonna add in our ginger, garlic, and green onion. So we'll start here. I just draw for a hobby, yeah. I don't, but, exclamation point merch. For the first time in my life, I am selling my art for the first time ever. And yeah, I've never done that before. But I'm mainly self-taught when it comes to drawing. However, I have taken an art class before. Like I have taken art classes, and I've taken a couple drawing classes when I was younger. Again, just for fun because I enjoyed it. I didn't go to like art school per se, but like I've been to, like I did a week-long camp that was all about drawing. It was like a day camp at an art studio. And so we did like a little bit of drawing there. And then when I was younger, I was really into drawing cartoons. So I had a whole bunch of books about like drawing your own cartoons. So I was really into that. Yeah, so I will say like I'm mainly just kind of sort of self-taught, but I have a little bit of training, aka like some classes. Okay, let's add in a little bit of oil. And then to this, we're going to add in some chili. I don't know how much to do. It says 8 dried chili peppers. That sounds like a lot. I'm scared. These are also kind of spicy, so I'm just gonna put some chili flakes in. I really don't want to overdo it. I'm also gonna put in my spices that I ground. And I have these at kind of a low heat. We're just sort of toasting them lightly, right? It smells spicy. What have you done? Okay. If this is really spicy, I'm gonna be so mad. Oh, thanks, Shack Attack. I really just, I love to doodle and draw like fun stuff, and it's great for me when people give me prompts. Like I was so obnoxious as a kid. I was always drawing in my sketchbooks and stuff, and I would always be like talking to my parents and be like, Dad, give me an idea of what to draw. And he'd be like, I don't know, a moose on skis. And I'd be like, okay, great. And I'd draw a moose on skis, and I'd be like, give me something else. And my dad's like, a bear reading a book. And I'd be like, okay, I'll draw that. So it's like, it's fun for me to have someone like give me ideas, like chat, you know, give me ideas of what to draw. And then we just doodle those, you know? It challenges my skills, and is kind of delightful because I love to see what you guys come up with, right? Brett, you gotta understand, we work with what we got, okay? I do it with others, I do it with others all the time. It's nothing personal. I've made stained glass before, also at that art studio. That was a really fun-ass summer. I just did art that summer. Stained glass is very fun. You like cut it with these glass cutters, and then you take these this little like clamp, and you clamp it, and the glass just breaks. No, this was when I was in high school. Okay, I'm gonna add in some ginger, except there was a lot of water in here that I didn't realize. We're good. I didn't realize that the ice from my ginger had made a bunch of water. So it kind of splashed back at me, but it didn't hit me. We're gonna add in our, the white part of our green onion. Sorry if I scared you guys. You're a geologist. Whoa, cool. So we're adding ginger, garlic, and green onion. I'm just cooking these lightly. That is super cool. Do you do like field research? Do you teach? That's so interesting. Okay, let's add our doubanjiang and our miso paste. How many licks to get to the center of the geode? Gotta score the glass first. Yeah. No, the stained glasses that I made were like literally this big only. To do a whole one is insane, like a whole window. I made ones that were probably like an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper, and they weren't very intricate. But I think I still have some that I made. They're probably at my parents' house. Huh?
No, it's just checking. See if Dexter playing with me immediately over.
Oh. 2 heaping tablespoons of doubanjiang. It's good to use this up. I'm so glad to like use it up. And then a teaspoon of our, instead of using black bean paste, because I don't have that, we're going to use miso, which is not exactly the same flavor, but it has a lot of similar elements. And I think when I Googled how to substitute, it was the first thing that came up. And I hadn't thought of that. I was like, oh, that's actually really smart.
Jesus. You were bored. Jesus.
You got a degree in photography / geography / nursing, minors in French and Italian. And your dad was like, freaking pick something. That's cool. You started mechanical engineering, and then you were like, wait, but math. Okay. Cook until you see the red oil come out of the doubanjiang. Okay, so we're gonna cook it until the oil starts to separate a little bit. Then we're gonna get some water. I can't find so much of my stuff is dirty. Ooh, that smells nice. Very, ooh, spicy. Smells a little spicy over here. What's the GIS certification? Okay, our oil is separating. So I'm gonna move it back here to the other flame. And we're gonna add some water to it. 3 cups, except I can't find my liquid measuring cup. So I'm just gonna have to do 3 trips. Ooh. Okay. Hey, what's up, Cypher? Welcome in. Okay. A geology stream that you watch sometimes? That's cool. Yeah, science streams are fun. Okay, so we've added 3 cups of water, and then now we're gonna simmer it covered. Okay, so let's go ahead and give it a little stir so that the doubanjiang and the miso kind of dissolve. Okay, that looks good. Then I have it on a flame there. We're gonna go ahead and cover our wok.
Wah wah wee wah.
Plop for a little bit. Cypher, thank you so much for the tier 1 sub. Want me to draw you something? Wah wah wee wah. Wah wah wee wah. Rocket Sage. That's the geology stream. That's a cute name. What? Wah wah wee wah. Okay, the broth overall cooks. Oh, wait, hang on. I just misread it. Hang on, you're right. So during the simmering, added at the 10-minute mark. So, okay, hang on. So, okay, let's actually put 9 minutes on here. And when that ends, then we add the cabbage. Sorry, I just misread it. Draw me your favorite ingredient. My favorite ingredient? What's my favorite ingredient? A system that creates, manages, analyzes, and maps all kinds of data. Ooh, fancy. Aya still can't freaking pick a career. She's like, I can do everything. It's not Sichuan peppercorns. You'd be correct. That's not my favorite ingredient. What is my favorite ingredient? Ooh. My nose is going crazy from the, like the spice in here and the pepper. Yeah, it might be cheese. Did I spell it right? Cifre. Cifre. I do really like cheese. What's my favorite ingredient? I don't know. That's really hard. I do really like cheese. Been having a hard time sourcing Sichuan peppercorns commercially. Do you work in a restaurant? I wonder, is there some sort of shortage? You can take your time deciding. I really can't, my iPad is dying. Oh, cool. Like a Chinese restaurant? Oh, interesting. That's wild that there's a shortage. I was like, I'll send you some. I don't have enough for a commercial kitchen though. So there's no other source of Sichuan peppercorns other than China? Tapas, interesting, fancy. Well, I do really like cheese, so I'll go ahead and draw just like, hang on, actually, let me see if I can fix this brush situation.